It began with a scream that almost didn't make it through the line. A breath. A whisper. And a voice that sounded like it was already halfway between this world and the next. "This is 911. What's your emergency?" Silence. Then, a trembling reply. "Please, don't hang up." The 911 operator leaned forward in her chair. She had answered thousands of calls in her career: heart attacks, accidents, domestic fights, drunken brawls. But something about this voice was different. It didn't sound panicked in the usual way. It sounded hunted. "This is emergency services. Can you tell me your name?" A shaky inhale. A faint sound in the background, like metal scraping against metal. "I don't have much time," the girl whispered. The operator's fingers hovered over the keyboard. Her training told her to stay calm. To keep the caller talking. To gather information. To locate. But she couldn't shake the feeling that she was speaking to someone already trapped in a nightmare. "What's your name, sweetheart?" "Lily." Just one name. No last name. No details. "Okay, Lily. I'm here with you. You're safe right now. Tell me where you are." A low thud echoed through the call. A door closing. A lock turning. Lily's breathing grew faster. "I don't know where he's taking me," she said. "I was walking home. Anne. Her voice broke. "He said if I scream, he'll hurt me." The operator's heart tightened. She discreetly pressed a button, alerting her supervisor. "Lily, listen to me. Stay on the line. Can you see anything around you? Any signs? Any street names?" Another metallic sound. Then something else, a faint hum. Like a vehicle engine. And under it, a slow rhythmic clicking. Click. 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 It sounded like a turn signal. The operator typed rapidly. "Lily, are you in a car?" "Yes." "Can you see the color of the seats? The dashboard? Anything that can help us find you?" A pause. "It's dark," Lily whispered. "But the seats feel torn. And there's a smell. Like old gasoline." The operator swallowed hard. "Okay. You're doing great. Just keep talking to me." But Lily wasn't listening anymore. Her breathing changed. Sharp. Frantic. "He stopped," she whispered. "He's getting out." A door opened. Wind rushed in. Night sounds. Distant dogs barking. Then Lily's voice returned, quieter than before. "He's opening the trunk." The operator's training screamed at her to stay calm. But her hand shook as she typed. "Lily, if you can, leave your phone line open. Don't hang up." "I'm scared," Lily whispered. "I know. But I'm here. And we're tracing your call. Help is coming." The clicking sound continued. Then footsteps. Then the trunk lid closing. Darkness. Silence. Only Lily's breath remained. And then, nothing. The call dropped. Total call time, 94 seconds. The room at emergency dispatch fell still. Operators turned. Supervisors rushed in. The trace had already begun. A blinking dot appeared on the map. An industrial area on the edge of the city. Abandoned warehouses. Empty lots. No residential addresses. Police were dispatched immediately. Lights. Sirens. Speeding through sleeping streets. But when they arrived at the location the signal had traced to, there was nothing there. No car. No girl. No footprints. No witnesses. Only an empty road under a broken streetlight. And somewhere, in the night, a missing girl whose voice had just vanished from the world. By morning, the story had already reached local news stations. A teenage girl is missing after a disturbing 911 call ended abruptly last night. Authorities are asking for public assistance. Lily's parents watched the broadcast in shock. They had no idea their daughter was missing until police knocked on their door at 2:17 a.m. Her bedroom was untouched. Her backpack still hanging on a chair. Her shoes neatly placed by the door. She had simply left for a short walk to a friend's house. And never returned. The city woke to missing person posters. Social media shares. Concerned comments. Speculation. But behind the scenes, a team of investigators listened to the 94-second call again. And again. And again. Detective Aaron Cole sat in a dark audio lab, headphones pressed to his ears. He didn't care about the news reporters or the social media noise. He cared about the sounds between Lily's words. The hum of the engine. The clicking of the signal light. The faint metallic rattle in the background. Every tiny sound was a clue. Audio analysts cleaned the recording. Removed static. Boosted hidden frequencies. And that's when they found it. Beneath Lily's voice, beneath the operator's calm reassurance, was another sound. A second voice. Very faint. Very controlled. Male. Low. Close. Don't talk too much, it said. Barely audible. But unmistakable. The room went cold. Because it meant Lily was not alone when she made that call. And whoever took her knew she was calling for help. Yet still let the call continue. Which raised a terrifying question. If he allowed her to call 911, what did he plan to do after? Detective Cole replayed the final 10 seconds of the call. The sound of the trunk opening. Wind. Night insects. The closing of metal. Silence. Then a tiny noise most listeners would miss. 3 slow taps. Tap. 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 He leaned closer. Not random noise. A pattern. Almost like a code. Almost like Lily was trying to send a final message. Outside the lab, Lily's mother sat in a small interview room at the station. Her eyes were swollen. Her hands would not stop shaking. She always called me when she got scared, she whispered. Always. The officer nodded gently. We're doing everything we can. But the truth was, without a body, without witnesses, without a crime scene, the case was already slipping into dangerous territory. Because in the eyes of the law, no crime had been proven yet. A missing person. No suspect. No arrest. Just a 94-second phone call. And a voice that vanished. That night, Detective Cole sat alone in his office. On his desk lay a printed waveform of Lily's call. Blue lines on white paper. A heartbeat frozen in ink. He stared at the final seconds. At the taps. And something about them felt deliberate. Not random fear. Not accidental noise. But a message. A warning. Or perhaps a plea. Meanwhile, across the city, in a quiet neighborhood, a car sat parked inside a closed garage. The engine was off. The lights were out. Inside the trunk, a phone lay dark. Battery dead. Screen cracked. And somewhere beyond locked doors and drawn curtains, a girl whispered to herself in the dark, holding on to one fragile thought. Someone heard me. Someone will come. But time was running out. And as the city slept, unaware of what was truly happening, The last voice on the line had already been silenced.